Building a seven-figure business, it isn't easy. You're probably growing like gangbusters. You're probably killing the competition. But between you, me, and the lamppost, how are your profit margins doing? If you're like most seven-figure agencies, you're probably growing your revenues, which is great. But your costs are probably growing just as fast or faster. And it seems like the harder you work to grow your top-line revenue, the lower your profit margins actually are. You're not alone. Most agency owners are probably suffering from the same problem you are, and it's because they're growing, not scaling. They aren't the same thing. Growth is about increasing the size of your business. Scaling is about increasing your profitability as you grow. So what's happening is that most seven-figure agencies have a project-focused worldview. They think about each client as independent of one another, and they focus on how to meet the demands of that client's project. It becomes all about how many bodies you need to keep up with growth. You've got to add bodies because you don't have adequate processes in place to do the same work with fewer people. But with each new hire who comes on, team management and coaching is spread thinner, and agency inefficiency goes up, rework goes up, project timelines stretch, and profitability goes down. Being project-focused is fundamentally a non-scalable way of looking at your business. There are a few agencies out there, though, that think about this very differently. Instead of looking at it on a project basis, they look at it on a process level. They're looking for actions or steps that happen in most of their projects and use that to build processes that map over 75 to 90% of all the work they do, which makes them fundamentally scalable. They use their processes to leverage management and make it easier to train and coach their team, create and enforce quality standards, and increase efficiency. And once they're in place across the business, the processes grow their profitability instead of killing it. If you want to scale, you've got to adopt process-focused thinking too. Now, of course, that's a mindset shift that's not easy to make because you started out as a small agency. Working on things as projects was the fabric of your business. That's how you do it in a small agency. But you're not a small agency anymore. You're a rapidly growing business. You have to scale. In the spring of 2021, Sentinel Creative Group had a project mindset like everybody else. Their sales were growing rapidly, but their margins were going in the tank. The owner knew that they couldn't continue like this, and they started looking for options. They realized that to fix their margins, they had to fix their processes. Once they got the right processes in place, not only did they increase their sales revenue by 17x, but their profit margins went up as they achieved scale. If you want to scale too, you've got to move from a project view to a process view. Here's how you do that. 1, find commonalities between projects and build a process around that. 2, creating a system work rhythm so that you can increase productivity. 3, standardize processes to make management more effective and efficient, improve training, cut waste, reduce project timelines, and improve quality. Let's continue this conversation. Reach out to Zach at homericconsulting.com or schedule a conversation using the link in the video.